What would you do if you built your empire from absolutely nothing? If the world laughed at your dreams, but you made them pay to see you chase them anyway? This is the real life of Jackie Chan, a man who turned pain into comedy, scars into trophies, and sweat into legacy. We all know him as the unstoppable action hero who flies through windows, jumps off skyscrapers, and turns every fight scene into an art form. But beneath the laughter, the charm, and the chaotic elegance of his stunts lies a story far more real than any blockbuster could ever show you. Because Jackie Chan's life is not just about martial arts. It's about discipline, risk, wealth, luxury earned through bruises, and a kind of success that doesn't come with shortcuts. Let's step into that world. The world of Jackie Chan, the man who never stopped moving. He was born in Hong Kong in 1954, in a time when opportunity wasn't knocking on any doors. His parents were refugees who escaped the Chinese Civil War. His father worked as a cook and his mother as a housekeeper for the French ambassador. Jackie grew up in the servant quarters, a small room tucked behind privilege. He didn't inherit wealth. He inherited survival. At 7 years old, his parents had to make a heartbreaking decision. They sent him to the China Drama Academy in Beijing. Imagine being a child, waking up before dawn every day to train for hours. No breaks, no toys, no friends, just routine. Gymnastics, martial arts, singing, acting, weapons. Days blurred, nights ached, and childhood faded before it began. He was beaten when he made mistakes, pushed beyond the edge when he faltered. But inside that environment, something unbreakable was shaped. The mind of Jackie Chan. The man who would one day redefine patience. Fast forward to Hong Kong in the 1970s. Bruce Lee had just passed away, leaving behind a legend that seemed untouchable. Every studio was searching for the next Bruce Lee. They wanted someone who could fight. But Jackie, he could fight and fall, and somehow make it funny. He didn't want to imitate Bruce Lee. He wanted to be Jackie Chan. When other heroes glared, he smiled. When they tensed, he joked. And Hollywood, first skeptical, then mesmerized, finally understood they were watching something new. His movies were poetry in chaos, dance in violence, rhythm in risk. Each stunt became a signature that screamed, "I do it myself!" But few realized just how expensive those stunts were, paid not in dollars, but in bones. He broke his fingers, his ankle, his ribs, his nose, his pelvis, and even cracked his skull open once while falling from a tree. Doctors said he might not survive. Jackie smiled, healed, and went back to the set. To him, pain was currency, and success was the payoff. From Drunken Master to Police Story, from Rush Hour to Shanghai Noon, the world finally caught on. Jackie wasn't just acting. He was rewriting what film could be. Today, Jackie Chan stands as one of the richest actors in Asia and one of the highest-paid entertainers in the world. But he never flaunts his wealth without purpose. His luxury isn't loud, it's crafted. Like every part of his art, his net worth, estimated at over $400 million. But the real story lies in how he built it, part by part. He owns multiple businesses: film production, stunt training, real estate, and even an affordable clothing line. He also owns JC Group, a diversified company with interests in film, hotels, fitness, and philanthropy. Let's walk into Jackie's world, not through a movie set, but through his private life. He lives between Hong Kong and Beijing, with homes that feel more like sanctuaries. His Hong Kong mansion sits high above the skyline with panoramic views of the Victoria Harbor. It's sleek, modern, and every detail whispers discipline. From minimalistic Zen gardens to the clean, open architecture that reflects symmetry and balance. Inside, rare Chinese artworks, sculptures, and vintage film memorabilia. Personal reminders of his dual life as both star and student. But it's his Beijing villa that really captures his essence. A sprawling property with traditional Chinese courtyards, koi ponds, and calm bamboo pathways. Here he finds peace, away from fame, away from flash. He once said he doesn't like over-the-top luxury. "I like things that last," he said, and his lifestyle mirrors exactly that. Quality, not quantity. His car collection, though? That's where his quiet luxury gets loud. He's driven everything from the timeless Mercedes-AMG to the stately Bentley Mulsanne. But Jackie's true automotive passion lies in craftsmanship. Among his collection stands a custom Mitsubishi 3000 GT, a unique Lamborghini Aventador, and a limited edition Bugatti Veyron. He also has a few vintage classics like the Subaru Outback he often drove himself, not because he needed to, but because simplicity relaxes him. Yet one of his most famous cars isn't for speed, it's for heritage. In 2015, he collaborated with the iconic Hongqi brand, a Chinese luxury automaker. They built him a one-of-one red flag L5, a car that symbolizes national pride. Completely bespoke from the jade knobs inside to the handcrafted wood finish, when Jackie drives through Beijing in it, he's not just a celebrity. He's the symbol of cultural success, made in China, known across the world. But beyond luxury and work, Jackie's true wealth rests in his passion for giving. He's pledged to donate half of his fortune to charity. He built the Jackie Chan Charitable Foundation, which funds scholarships, disaster relief, and child welfare projects. He's supported hospitals, animal sanctuaries, and even film students who couldn't afford equipment. And in his quiet moments, he often revisits orphanages, not for cameras, but connection. Because in his words, being rich doesn't matter, being useful does. When he's not filming or training, Jackie's ideal day starts early. He wakes around 5 a.m., stretches, does Tai Chi, and then eats light, fruits, porridge, and tea. He spends an hour reading reports, journaling ideas, or practicing language, Mandarin, English, Cantonese. He's fluent in all and still learning more. He loves traditional Chinese teas and collects rare blends. His kitchen displays porcelain teapots worth more than cars, not for display, but for daily ritual. Afternoons are dedicated to either editing, meetings with his film company, or working out. His home gym looks like a movie set, filled with ancient wooden training posts beside modern fitness machines. Evenings are simple. A quiet dinner, usually steamed fish, vegetables, rice. He's not a foodie chasing Michelin stars. He values health over indulgence. And at night, his favorite thing to do isn't watching movies. It's sketching stunt ideas he might never film. In one interview, he said, "If my mind stops creating, I'm dead." But his personal life hasn't always been calm. Behind the fame, he faced controversy, particularly when his son, J.C. Chan, faced legal trouble years ago. It publicly strained their relationship, and Jackie was criticized by fans who felt he became too harsh. Yet Jackie responded with reflection, not denial. He admitted he wasn't the best father, often too focused on work, lost in the world he built. But time softened the distance. Today they are closer, quietly repairing what was once broken. Jackie believes that family, like martial arts, demands long, patient discipline. His philosophy is simple but powerful. I never fight others. I fight my limits. And that shows in every part of his life. From his humility in interviews, always crediting his team, to his decision to perform stunts that most insurers wouldn't allow. He's a perfectionist, but a grateful one. Even when Hollywood fame arrived through Rush Hour, he didn't stop acting in Chinese films. He said, "My audience is everywhere, but my roots are here." So while others chased franchises, Jackie built bridges, east to west, language to laughter, pain to applause. Let's look deeper into his luxury, not just through his homes, but his choices. Jackie owns several properties worldwide, from Beverly Hills to Singapore, but he treats them differently than most celebrities. He uses them not to show off, but to sustain balance. His Los Angeles property is simple but elegant. Warm wood accents, high ceilings, and a private meditation room. He keeps an entire area dedicated to script reading and stunt planning. Even his art collection isn't just for value, it's for emotion. He collects paintings from rising Asian artists, supporting younger talent the way mentors once supported him. The same goes for his wardrobe. Jackie prefers tailored Chinese suits with a modern twist, often in silk or linen, blending comfort with heritage. He also wears local designer brands to promote cultural craftsmanship on international stages. Jackie's approach to luxury can be summed up in 3 words: peaceful, purposeful, personal. He once said, "I buy what I respect, not what others envy." And that's Jackie, rich but grounded, famous but calm. Even when luxury brands flood him with offers, he picks only endorsements that align with his values, like sustainable watches or eco-conscious automakers. But what truly sets Jackie Chan apart is this: he's never stopped learning. Even after 50 years in cinema, he still trains daily, still analyzes films frame by frame, still pushes for a better version of himself. He says life is just like a stunt. If you stop halfway, you fall. In moments of silence, when the crowd fades and credits roll, Jackie often reflects on one question: what did I create that will outlast me? His answer? Not fame, not cars, not awards, but inspiration. He wants people to remember him for persistence, for kindness, for proving that it is possible to make the world laugh through pain and to turn every injury into art. Jackie Chan's lifestyle isn't just luxurious. It's symbolic of something timeless, that you can be elegant and humble, rich and real, disciplined and joyful. His wealth doesn't define him, his work does. And his work is proof that the greatest luxury in life is not the house, the car, or the fame. It's purpose, because when you move like Jackie Chan, even falling looks like flying. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed by Jackie Chan's lifestyle, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts below.